guys, welcome back to my channel. I have this super cute makeup look that I will show you how to do step by step so it can be easy for you to recreate. So I hope this tutorial is helpful, and I'm gonna get started with the primer for the eyeshadows. For that, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Magic Touch concealer, and I'm going to blend it out with the LA Girl sponge. I do use it damp so it can blend everything out really good on the eyelid all the way up to the brow bone. Make sure the tone is even, and you can use a concealer 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. And for this style of eyeshadows, the tape will be necessary. It's very important because it's going to help you get that very sharp line on the outer part of your eye. So go ahead and apply it before you start the eyeshadows. I'm going to be using the eyeshadow palette from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to grab this dark brown eyeshadow using a brush from Profusion number ES6, and I'm going to apply it on the outer part of my eye. It's going to be like a small dot right on the corner right there, and I'm going to start blending it out in tapping motion. So that little dot is going to get a little bit bigger, but the edges are going to start looking blended out, so it's not going to be as dark. But that's okay, because that's how we are going to start the blending process. When it's getting bigger, you don't want the edges to be super dark, but I do want this tone to be a little bit darker in that area, and I do want to make it a little bit bigger, like extend it more. So I will be applying a few layers, but every time I apply a layer, I do the same thing by applying it on the corner of my eye. That's where I want most of the product to be, and then again slowly start making that little dot a little bit bigger. And I wanted to go above the crease. I wanted to go towards the center, not too much, because like I said, I just want this on the outer part of my eye, but I do want it to look nice and blended towards the center of the eyelid. And then when you're extending it, this is very important, when you're extending it, make sure you don't have too much product on the brush. And sometimes you can't really tell if you are extending it, because like I said, it's not going to be too dark, but you want to start that way because you want it to look faded out towards the top of the eyebrow, and you have to be like, you have to barely be able to notice it. So just keep extending it, especially since it's a dark eyeshadow. Just start with something very small and slowly make it thicker and longer, you know? And I always say this, for me, it's a lot easier to apply and blend out eyeshadows using smaller brushes. So I always recommend that for beginners. Now I'm gonna grab this eyeshadow right here using the same brush, and I'm going to apply it on top of where the dark eyeshadow looks blended out. So that's where I want most of the product. And then I'm going to blend it out towards the inner part of my eyelid, but I want that area to be free. Like I don't want any of this eyeshadow on the inner part of my eyelid, but I do want it blended out towards the inner part because I want that part to be a bit lighter. Now I grabbed some of my Urban Decay pressed powder using this brush from SheGlam, and I'm going to pretty much set the rest of the concealer, which is on the inner part of my eyelid, and then the rest, which is on the brow bone. Like, the concealer has to be set, so I'm just using that. You can use translucent powder if you want. And if you have trouble blending out the dark eyeshadows, this part can help you just by using whatever is left on the brush from the pressed powder or translucent powder and go over the edges of the dark eyeshadow. It's right now, I don't feel like it's necessary for me, but that's something that can help you. Now I'm going to grab this glitter liner from Urban Decay, and I'm going to apply it over or above my crease. So I don't want it to hide or anything under my little hooded eye, so I want it to be visible when I'm looking straight forward. Obviously this step is optional. It just makes the makeup look really nice, and it looks like a bit more like elegant. I don't know, I think it's super cute for a special occasion. And I'm also going to extend it just a little bit towards the top of the eyebrow, not so much like I did the dark eyeshadow. Now I'm applying the dark brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I just want to keep it on the outer part, and I'm applying it as close to the lash line as I can, and then slowly blend it out towards the center of my eye. And I don't want to make this look more dramatic, so I decided to go with a beige eyeliner on the waterline instead of black. You can also use white. That's going to make your eyes look a bit wider, and I feel like your eyes stand out a little more. And then I'm going to apply the Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara on my lower lashes. I'm just going to apply 1 layer. And for the last step, I wanted to apply a little shimmer on the inner corner. On the palette, you guys saw that it looks a little bit pink, but when I applied it, it looks more white. But it still looks super cute, but honestly, any color highlight you want to apply right there, any color will go with the eyeshadows. And same goes with the lipstick. Whatever lipstick you want to wear will go with the eyeshadows. That's just my opinion. So I really hope you guys like this look. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you liked it, please leave a lot of orange hearts in the comments. Before you leave, thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!